Hi, I'm Terry from Bed and Biscuits Sporting and Training Facility, and this is Fox, or Foxy as I call her. Australian cattle dog, doing really well. I just got like a this is I think a 5 or 6 foot leash, nothing fancy. I have for training used the prong collar here, and I think eventually if you're wanting to get her off leash, eventually she won't need this collar, and we can actually get her off leash also. But right now everything's done on leash, so we can eventually get to that point. Through all these exercises, she's going to be at my left side, okay? And we're going to go through about 4 or 5 different exercises: the heel unleash, the sit stay, the down stay, and the recall. I'll use hand signals and verbal commands through it all. When we return, we'll come back to the heel unleash. Okay, like I said, she's at your left side. I usually start out with her in a sit. The hand signal to sit is just bring your hand up like this, tell her to sit. And I'm going to take my first step and ask her to heel. I'll do a couple laps around here in the yard, and when I stop walking, she should stop and automatically sit. If she doesn't sit, that's okay, but we want her to stop walking when we stop walking. Ready, Fox? Heel. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, baby. You stop, she should automatically sit. Good girl. Exercise finished. Praise dog. Okay, this is going to be Foxy's sit stay. Again, at your left side. Ask her to sit. The other hand signal to stay is put the palm of your hand in her face, tell her to stay. You may only be able to get this far at first, tell her to stay for a few seconds and then walk back, but I've been going to the end of the leash. She's been pretty good. If she does break the command and get up and try to follow you or come to you as you're standing out there waiting, make sure you start the exercise over and put her back right where you started out from. Put her way back here where you originally started out. Very important. Okay, so I'm going to see how she does. Sit. Good girl. Stay. 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 Don't release her till you get all the way back. Exercise finished. It's going to be Foxy's down stay. It's going to be exactly like the sit stay, but you're going to put her in a sit, turn and face her, put your finger right to the ground and tell her to down. And if you tell her with any of these exercises, don't tell her any more than 2 or 3 times, because that becomes a habit for her to break that command. Every time you tell her and she doesn't do it, she's breaking the command. So if you tell her twice, you know she's hearing you, she's just not doing it, she's being rebellious, then you make her do it. Kind of pull her feet out real slow and let her lay down. Okay, you ready, Fox? Ready, baby? Down. Oh, I got a kiss. Down. Good girl. Stay. Really reinforce the word stay. 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 Exercise finished. Good girl. Praise you. Okay, this is going to be Foxy's recall. Again, at your left side, you got her in a sit. Tell her to stay. Just like your sit stay, you're going to walk out, reinforce the word stay, or she's going to try to follow you. And you're going to get out there at the end of your leash, turn and face her, and the last hand signal is bring your hand to your chest and tell her to come. Sometimes I'll take a good step back, and it seems to help make her want to come to you. And bring your hand to your chest. When she comes to you, I'd like to have her sit, but as long as she comes to you, so later on down the road when you're calling her off leash, this is where we got to start to have the dog come to you, learn to come to you. Okay, ready, Foxy? Sit. Stay. 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 Foxy, come. She wanted to come. Photographer. Good girl. Exercise finished. Okay, for conclusion, Foxy's done really, really well. I haven't worked that hard with her at all. She's a very, very quick learner, which is typical to the breed, but she's really, really smart. So I don't think there's any question she would be very good off leash. What I'm doing going in through doorways, in and out of the kennel, I make her sit, stay like that. I open up the door and I kind of walk through first, make her stay, then do a recall, tell her to come. Going in or out of the kennel, that way she's used to that through doorways. You can continue that at home if you want. It's kind of nice, I think. your stays, what I would do is I'm only staying out there 5 or 10 seconds or 15 seconds at the most, and then I come back. You can eventually go up to a lot longer than that. And then also what I would do to get her ready for the off leash is once she's doing as good as what you're seeing in this video for you, then what I would do is when you're leaving her at a sit stay like this, stay, I would lay the leash on the ground, stay, stay. That way you're good girl. You're getting her ready. The next step would be take her off the leash. But we don't want to do that too early. If you do that too early at home, and she breaks, you know, she takes off or walks away, then you've lost a lot of ground. Hey, leave it. So everything else she's done really, really good, and I hope you do ask to do the off leash, because I think she'd do great. Thank you very much. You're up, baby.